Hi everyone, this is Ryan Hoyme, aka Massage Nerd, and today I have a special guest, Felicia Brown.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hi Ryan.
So we're going to talk a little bit about marketing today. What's your definition of marketing?
Well, you know, I think a lot of people think of marketing as simply passing out a business card or purchasing an ad, buying a flyer, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And over my years in business and as a massage therapist and spa owner, I've come to realize that marketing actually is a much broader topic. The way I now define marketing is that everything that touches a client and makes them want to or rather gives them an impression about you or your business is actually marketing, because these things that touch our clients, whether it's us physically touching our client, whether it's the perception that they have of our website, or the way we smile at someone when they walk in the door, or the way we physically do a massage, that's all making an impression on them whether or not they want to come in again. Perhaps come in the first time, you know, if they're just visiting your website or picking up your business card for the first time. But then it might be delivering them a message that, well, they don't want to come back at all. You know, and so we have to really look at each and everything that we're doing with our clients, in our businesses, even just how we're setting up our table or how we're keeping our office. All of it is marketing. All of it's making constant, ongoing impressions with people, and it's all contributing to whether or not they come in and whether our businesses are successful. So it's a pretty big definition, but I really like to share that with all of my clients and students to start thinking about everything you're doing as marketing, you know, if it's something that clients are interacting with.
Yeah, because it's frustrating. I mean, sometimes people get stuck in a habit a lot of times, and it's hard to break that. Especially when they first start off, they're just so nervous about everything.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, a classic example, and this is one of the things I think of, in a busy practice, you know, someone who's got a lot of clients, maybe they don't think it's a big deal, but their clients coming in, they're like scrambling to get the table linens ready, you know, maybe they have them just shoved in a basket, and they put them on the table and they're all wrinkled and crinkled, and you're not sure, are they clean, are they dirty? You really can't tell. And that customer or patient or client, whatever you choose to call them, doesn't feel like everything is fresh and new for them. They don't feel like you're prepared and ready when they walk in the door. And so you may not think that that's a big deal. You may think, oh, well, they see how busy and important I am because I have all these clients. But in fact, they don't feel special. At least that's how I perceive it. You know, they don't feel like you took the time to have everything ready and waiting, that your sheets are pressed or at least taken out of the dryer and folded, you know, so they're not wrinkled. And people really notice little things like that. And so that, I mean, just in terms of being prepared and having things ready so clients feel like you're there just for them, I think that's really important. And that's something I'm really careful to do. My treatment room is pristine. Everything has its exact little place. And when the clients walk in, everything is ready and waiting for them, if I can at all make it happen.
Would you say it's a lot easier to get a new client than to keep a old client then?
Oh, Ryan. You know, my class that I taught here yesterday at the Canadian Massage Conference was actually on the art of client retention. And one of the very first things we talked about is how much more time, money, energy, and effort it takes to get a new client than it does to keep someone that's already been in your business. I mean, you have to assume that if someone is coming to see you, they probably know, like, and or trust you. Hopefully all three, but at least two of those three things. They like the results they're getting, they feel comfortable, and they do know you. They do know you if they've been in there. And it's easier to resell your services, to re-engage that person for business, than it is to get a complete stranger to decide to know, like, and trust you.
On the other end, some people will say that actually retention, keeping the client is harder. So you think it's a lot harder to actually get a new client than?
Well, you know, studies, many marketing studies have shown that it actually takes a lot more money. Let me restate that: money, time, energy, and effort. And by the way, you know, your time, energy, and effort is worth something. It takes a lot more of all of those things to get that person to take the leap. To start out with you. I mean, think about it from a perspective of, like, I don't know, your favorite brand of toothpaste. I happen to like Colgate Total, and it's something that I buy over and over and over again. I like it, it does the job I want it to do, and to try something new, a different brand of toothpaste, I mean, maybe if someone gave it to me for free, I might switch, but that's my brand. So if you think about maybe someone coming to get a massage from a new therapist, if they've been going to someone that maybe they're okay, but they know them and they like them and they trust them, they might be hard pressed to switch.
That's a nice, yeah.
So unless, maybe you have to give the session away for free, but how much is that going to cost? What kind of an incentive do you have to provide for people to come in or to switch therapists? So if you're just looking at it from that standpoint, it actually takes a lot more. Whereas if you have someone on your regular client list, maybe you just haven't seen them in a while, or they've been a few times, sending them a $10 coupon in the mail might be enough to get them to come back in. $10 versus the entire price of your session.
Yeah.
And let's think about it from this perspective. How many times have you run an ad, a couple hundred, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 ad, thinking, oh, well, if I get X amount of clients from this, it'll pay for itself, and then you didn't get any? Have you done that? Yes.
No comment.
Yes, I have. I have done that as an individual therapist, as when I had my spa. Sometimes you're spending thousands of dollars on an ad in a spa, and you don't know whether you're actually getting business from it or not.
Yep.
But as a solo practitioner or a small spa, you do know, especially if you have some kind of tracking in it, which you definitely need to track your advertising if you're not. So you spend $200 or $300 and you get no calls from it. So you spent let's say $300 for zero clients. So that has to factor into all the other clients that you do come in, that cost.
Yep.
So I think you can probably do a lot of things to revitalize the people that you have on your list and get them to come back in more so than going out after noon.
And then your website, Spalutions.com. So what kind of services do you offer then?
Well, if you hadn't guessed, most of what I do, Ryan, is all about marketing. It's marketing and business consulting for massage, spa, and wellness professionals. So what that means is mostly what I look at is helping people to try and determine what's working well in their business, what's not, and what needs to change. And a lot of that is related to marketing. Remember, I have that big broad definition of everything that touches a client is marketing.
Yep.
So if someone maybe doesn't have their processes in order, like their client intake process, or how they follow up with clients after the session, or even what they're saying to them while they're in the treatment room and so forth, then I really think that needs to be looked at in order to make their business a success, to find out where the problems are and then change them. So it could mean any kind of process-oriented stuff, looking at your actual marketing, your website, social media. And then on the other side, oftentimes I just do business consultations with people. Maybe they're having staffing issues, or they have some kind of a concern with a vendor. They just need someone to talk to that's been there, understands, and can give them some unbiased, objective advice.
Yeah.
So both of those types of things. And probably the biggest service that I have these days is the group marketing coaching program. Right now it's a 6-week program, although I have a feeling it's going to be extended to at least a 10-week program in 2012. But that's a chance where a group of people, maybe 10 or so individuals from different practices, different areas of the country, it's all virtual, come together once a week. We do individual, or rather group coaching sessions where we have a particular topic. Everybody has a chance to share their experiences, their challenges, their triumphs of things that happen between the week, and we just go through a progression of really helping people get their business on track through their marketing.
Okay. And the best way for people to get a hold of you would be Spalutions.com then? Or
definitely. My website, it's www.spalutions.com. And I'm on Facebook. You can connect with all of my other stuff on either of those places. I have several blogs. I'm on Twitter and LinkedIn. But if you're on Facebook, probably the best place if you're interested in the marketing stuff is to go to facebook.com/smart spa marketing or /every touch marketing. So those are two good places. And then of course you can reach me by email if you have a question or you want to set up a consultation.
Okay. It's always a pleasure, Felicia.
Oh, thank you, Ryan.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah.